Hey guys, Seth Feider here. I'm going to show you a quick tip I use for catching a lot more fish throwing topwater baits, popping baits, walking baits, hard baits, stuff like that. We've always been growing up thinking, you know, mono's the way to fish them because it floats. But I'm fishing them on braid now with a small mono leader. The advantages of throwing braid are tenfold. I can throw the bait incredibly further, which is going to get me more bites. And the hookups on it are way better, way out at the end of the cast. You make a long cast and a fish blows up on your topwater and you got really stretchy mono. You usually don't get a very good hook in them. Another thing I really like it for is when you're smallmouth fishing, they're just inaccurate. They miss your bait a lot. And if you got straight mono, when they hit it, you got to jerk just to get a hook in them. And when you do that and they miss it, your bait comes flying out of there. So what I've done, I've gone to Suffix 832 braid to a 14-pound Suffix mono leader. With the braid, when I'm working my bait and they're missing it, I can just keep working it. We're down here on the river right now, and a lot of these fish that I've caught, they've hit the bait 2, 3, 4 times before they got it really good. And if I had to jerk that first time when they hit it and it came flying out of there, you throw back to them and you just can't get them to bite again. So I can just keep working it, and basically when they finally do get it with that lack of stretch in the braid, like my next twitch basically sets the hook on them. Another thing I like to do on my topwater is I'm using a VMC snap on all of them now. Instead of tying straight to the bait or messing with split rings, I got a lot better action, and it's super quick and easy to switch baits. Especially with this short leader, you're not going to get a lot of reties out of that. You basically got to tie a new leader on every time you want to retie baits. So now I'm fishing them on a snap. It gives them a little better action, and it's quick in and out with different baits. If I want to throw a walking bait on or switch back to a popping bait like this chug bug, it's just one little click and I'm in and out, and then I can still keep my leader. I don't got to retie a whole new leader. And another cool thing with the mono leader, obviously for visibility issues, they can't see it as well as the braid, but it's a little more rigid than the braid. Braid's super limp, so when you're casting this into the wind, if you tie straight braid to your topwater, it falls up a lot. You get wrapped around the treble hooks and then your bait's not working right. So this little bit of mono is a little more rigid than the braid. Keeps you from falling up your bait a lot, and it actually gives you just a little bit of stretch with these treble hooks. It's hard to fish them on straight braid, and it doesn't look like much line, but there is a little bit of stretch there. It'll keep them fish pinned up for you a lot better. And I do throw it on a pretty soft rod and keep my drag fairly light, but the advantages of throwing braid outweigh everything else you have to do with the casting distance, the hookups, and the way you can work the bait and just keep on them. The fish will just keep hitting it and hitting it and hitting it until they get it. And like I said, if you had straight mono and you had to jerk when he hits it the first time and it comes flying out of there, you just can't get them fish to come back up on it and react. So that little tip right there has caught me a lot more fish in the last couple years, and it will for you too.